Hi Pisces, I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for March of 2023. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in March and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. This recording is for Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising, and Pisces Moon. I'm using the Hanson Roberts Tarot deck in this reading. And happy birthday to the Pisces out there. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic, happy birthday and solar return. Now, all that being said, now on to your March 2023 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have, Pisces, is the 10 of Rods, and this is moving on to new and better horizons with 10 rods of burden on your shoulder. Those 10 rods of burden may feel like knowledge and experience you've gained as you move on to new and better horizons. They'll be helping you. But you could also feel overburdened at this time. So it could be, you can feel like you're carrying a lot of burdens in March. There is something that you're going to feel like in your life you have to get up and go and move on with. There's something, some area of your life you're going to feel that way about. You may find that you're putting yourself out there in new ways. This could be maybe to get a new job, or to start a new career, or to start a new course of study. Or maybe maybe you never went on dating sites before, or you're, I don't know, putting yourself out there in the public. Maybe you're going to start making videos. You may also feel like you need to change something about what you're doing to increase your income, or to make more money in some way. Maybe you feel like you need a raise. Maybe you need a promotion. Maybe you need a new job. Maybe you need a new career. And you're going to be putting some thoughts and energy into thinking how things can fit and be put together, that you have the knowledge and understanding or experience about, or things in your life. Because I see you looking at things like energetically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, and you're thinking about, how can I put these things together? You may feel like you would like to spend more time outdoors in nature. That could be very therapeutic for you, whether it's taking a walk or jogging or just sitting outside reading a book. You may also feel at this time, Pisces, like you need to find some opportunity. You may feel like, I'm looking for some new doors to open up for me. And, maybe for some of you, these opportunities will show up. But maybe for others of you, you will have to seek the doors, seek the opportunities. You may also be willing to take on more responsibility and take on more challenges, especially if you're going to start a new career, a new course of study, seek a new job, looking for opportunities. You may feel like, I'm willing to do more work. I'm willing to take on more responsibilities. You may also feel like there's a lot of tasks and obligations and things that you need to take care of and complete in March and moving forward. So the next card in your reading is the King of Rods, and this is a fire sign person. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. This could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that's a fire sign. It could also be you if you're born on the cusp of Pisces and Aries. But this could be, some other, could be a fire sign in your life. This is somebody that could, for some of you, that could open a doorway for you or is going to teach you something. This could be a professor, an instructor. It could be somebody like a boss or somebody at a new job or at an existing job that's going to teach you something, show you how to do something. Right now, they could be very pragmatic. They could also be very idealistic, this fire sign person, which could be you. Remember, if you have a rising sign or moon sign, that is a fire sign, or if you're born on the cusp of Aries. For some of you, this could be a fire sign person that has a lot going on in their mind, and they could be troubled or at least pondering or having thoughts about healing something. So they could be troubled about a health issue, or it could be some other kind of issue. It doesn't have to be just health. That could be mental health. That could be emotional health. That could be physical health. You may look at them like they're doing things to improve their life. They're doing to improve the quality of their life. They're doing things to make their life better. I feel like that's how you are looking at the King of Rods in March. This could be somebody that looks at you like you've been through a lot or you've put up with a lot, and they want you to come work with them. This could be like I say, it could be a new boss. It could be a mentor or a teacher. It could be a family member that has a job or has jobs for you to do that they want you to come work with them or for them. This could also be, like I said, a mentor or a teacher. It could also be a therapist or a spiritual advisor, a spiritual counselor. For some of you, this is a fire sign person that wants to be sure about things in their life, and they want to be certain, and they may be pondering their next step, but they want to be sure and certain about it, so they're going through a lot of, analyzing and pondering. For some of you, there's going to be some kind of elevation of what's going on between the two of you, and you could be working on things together, working on something together. It could be a love relationship for some of you, but it really, like, you could be working on a love relationship with this fire sign person, but that is very low on the end of the way the predictions and possibilities of what's going on here came up. So the next card you have in your reading is the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is a pause, a meditative state, a recuperation from an illness. This could also be prayer. It's like you really need to think, Pisces. What's going to truly make you happy? What's going to make you feel fulfilled? And you may be taking steps to figure out how you can understand yourself better. You may be going to meditation. You may be doing yoga, meditation. It could be through, like I said earlier, if you do any kind of get spiritual counseling, spiritual advice, or talking to a counselor, a therapist. And you may feel like things aren't how I thought they would be. Maybe by the stage where you are now, you had plans or you had vision or ideas in your mind a while ago, and you thought, this is how this is going to be. This is what my life is going to be like, or how things are going to go. And you may be pausing at this time and going, wait a minute, this isn't totally turning out the way I thought it was going to go. It's like you're making a concerted effort to heal. Now, it's possible that some of you have had some kind of sickness or illness or surgery. And so in March, maybe a healing month for you physically. But it could also be a mental and emotional and spiritual healing that could be going on for other Pisces. You may be trying to look at how you can have control, more control over your emotions, more control over your life, maybe more control over your temper. And you may be really, truly tapping into your higher self and your spirit guides to see what kind of advice and guidance you get. And you can get that through meditation. Doesn't mean you have to sit in a lotus position. You could be lying down flat on a bed. You could be sitting up in a chair. You could be, some people meditate when they do gardening or do other things. Can be forms of meditation. But as long as you're trying to tap in to your higher self and or your spirit guides, you are going to receive messages and answers to these things that I've been bringing up here in the month of March. But remember, psychic predictions, they can be back and they can be forward. That's the way it is even in private readings. So I may have been talking about stuff that some of you have already experienced. Maybe last month or the month before. Some of you, this may be coming up in April or May. But for many of you, this is what's going on right now. So the next card you have in your reading is the Magician. And this is the card of the manifester. What you think about, you bring about. What's in the ethers and in the spiritual realms and in your mind, you can manifest into physical reality, and you have all the tools in front of you with which to do so. This could also indicate trickster energy sometimes, but usually I don't get that for the Magician, but it could come up that way. I do feel like you're going to, it came up like trying to figure out your purpose in this card. I do feel like you're going to figure out your purpose. And I do feel you are going to be very driven and go forward about what you want to do. Some of you could make big changes of direction in March. You could get linked up to some group, club, organization, foundation. It could also be a job. But you have to make sure, and I feel like you will be doing this, that this is something that really resonates with you, that really clicks with you, that really feels like this is something you really, really want to do. March is going to be a very strong month for you with keen ingenuity, and inventive and ingenious ideas circle around you in March. Some of you may also feel like you want to make something happen in your love life. If you're single or you're attached and you're not that happy about the relationship, you may be making strong concerted efforts toward the area of love for some of you. That could even be if you're already coupled and the relationship isn't going that well. You may be wanting to make a concerted effort to improve the relationship also. And you could take some kind of course or class or some kind of training where you have to really step up to the plate and you have to prove yourself. And I feel like you want to do it. I don't feel like this is something that you're feeling forced to do. This is something that in this card you've figured out, you've sorted out. And You want to step up to the plate. You want to do that. So you could find yourself like going to your boss and asking for a raise. You could find yourself going to something that you're involved in and say you want to be a speaker or a teacher, or, you know, going to apply for a new job that where you could really have where you could really demonstrate your talents, your skills, and your knowledge. So the card you have next is the Lovers. And this is a card that means two people that are intertwined with each other in a empathic connection and an empathetic connection. It can also indicate strong sexual chemistry. Sometimes there's love, not always in this. It could just be chemistry and connection. There's an angel watching over the couple. The angel could be either bringing blessings to the couple, or the angel could be disrupting, bringing disruption, and that could be in the form of your kids, your job, outside sources, having to travel, like whatever would be disruptive. So it could either be blessing the couple or disrupting the couple. I feel that many of you are going to feel very connected to somebody that really understands you. And it could have already happened in February, might be happening now in March, could be happening very soon. But for some of you, this is love. If it's not love, it's like a really strong friend bond connection. And I feel a lot of commiserating here. So I feel that you are going to be sharing your history, sharing your past, understanding each other's troubles and woes. Like, you're going to be on the same page. You're going to be commiserating with each other, sharing what's happened to you in the past. This could turn into a very solidified relationship at some point. I don't know that it's going to get solidified instantly, but it feels like there's a lot of empathy, simpatico, sharing of troubles and histories, commiserating with each other. This all comes up here. And I don't always get that with this card. It can mean many other things, but that's how it's coming up. You could be bonded together by familiarity. So it could be shared circumstances, shared like similar circumstances of your past or current situation. If you're already coupled, you may be talking to your partner about wanting to have a stronger love connection with them. Maybe the physical intimacy part of the relationship has gotten stale or has become infrequent. You may be talking about that you want that to increase. You want more frequency with that, or you want to be closer. You want to open up to each other more. If you're coupled, if you're not coupled, this is somebody new that, if you're single, this is somebody new that you're going to meet, and you're going to have these experiences that I already mentioned. If you are single and you have no intention of meeting anybody, somebody could come in here and give you some sort of opportunity on how you can help people. And you may become a very healing, helpful, and nurturing person. Either, you know, you could work in the medical field, the psychological field, you could work with, you could be a psychic, you could be an astrologer, you could work in the, like I said, the medical field or the healing field in some way, and somebody could come in and give you a job or some kind of opportunity for you where you can demonstrate those skills and be helpful to others. That's if you're not coupled, and or you are not, if it has nothing to do with romance, that is the message that applies to those of you out there watching. So the best gemstone crystal that I got for you, Pisces, for the month of March 2023, you got chrysocolla, and I'll spell that because people do often ask me how these things are spelled. It's Chrysocolla, chrysocolla. Chrysocolla is a healing stone. It brings tranquility, peace, intuition, patience, and unconditional love. Chrysocolla can strengthen the body's resistance to illness and emotional duress. This is a gemstone, if you wear it in March or you sleep with it under your pillow, could really make you feel whole again. If you wear it or put it on your third eye when you're meditating, your psychic intuition is going to be firing on all cylinders and really be off the charts. It's also going to boost your energy and also help your mind to solve problems, like problem solve, troubleshoot. It's going to help you with that. It's also, if you're wearing it, it's going to be a good stone to draw other people to you. It's going to be a good magnetizing stone so that it's going to put maybe this color itself in your aura, which will be appealing and attracting and attractive to others. So you could, like I said, find yourself really getting along with people really well if you're wearing this stone, or people being drawn to you and attracted to you when you're wearing this stone. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, you can access the most recently recorded videos by clicking on the link down below in the description box in the Show More section. And you can also access these links by going to my website, theluckymermaid.com. Go to the videos page. You can scroll down and read all the different video series I've recorded, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and you just click under that video series that you want, any zodiac sign you want, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. I'm going to name some of my most recently recorded videos. My first one is Saturn in Pisces, Psychic Tarot and Crystal Readings. These predictions go from March of 2023 through May of 2025. Saturn spends 2.5, 3 years in each sign. It depends. It's different for every sign. That's the time period for those predictions. So you may want to see how Saturn in Pisces will affect you. I highly recommend getting your rising sign and your sun sign in that video series. My Big Love readings for 2023 for singles and couples are available. They're chock full of information. The first half of the reading focuses on the single people of your zodiac sign, and the second half of the reading focuses on the coupled people of your sign. I highly recommend watching the entire video because there will be some crossover that the messages will apply to you in either side of the video. The next video series that's fairly new is my New Year 2023 Psychic Tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac. If you haven't checked them out yet, there's 16 cards in total, and it covers a wide variety of topics in that video, in those videos. As I said, 16 cards. There's a lot to cover there. Also, my Psychic Crystal readings for 2023. Let me tell you, I've had great feedback from those readings. People have asked me in the past, would I ever do Psychic Crystal readings for the year? I never did that before because I always did the tarot readings. These crystal readings I thought were awesome. I hope you check them out. Also, don't forget, you're still being affected by the eclipses that happened in October of 2022 and November of 2022. Those eclipses last for 6 months, but in those video series I recorded, those predictions went out even past that. And some astrologers do say sometimes the effects can last for a year. So you might want to get my eclipse effects from the solar eclipse in Scorpio, October 25th, 2022, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. And you could get my full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, November 8th, 2022, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. Those predictions and messages are still in effect, and you are still being affected by them. I think those predictions went all the way out until June of 2023, so you might want to check them out. Also, don't forget my psychic crystal readings for the month of March 2023, that I do an expansion of the readings I do here. I give a lot of various predictions and messages covering a wide range of topics. You may really want to check your psychic crystal readings out for March. Also, my horseshoe tarot spread, 7-card spread tarot readings are available, and lots of people like that series. Whenever I post the horseshoe tarot spreads, people snap them up. They love those predictions. There's a lot of messages and predictions there in those 7 cards. If you would like to help support the work I do here and the readings I do on YouTube, there's a donation link down below in the description box. It's connected to PayPal. Thank you so much to those of you who have been so kind and generous and donated to my channel. It does help me a lot, and it does mean a lot to me. So thank you so much for your kind donations. Also, if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on a video on YouTube, you can follow me on my social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I use tarot cards, oracle cards, occasionally the crystal, and I write 5 paragraphs of predictions and messages. Many people find they resonate with them. You may find parts of it or all of it resonate with you. I would absolutely love to see you on my social media pages, so please be sure to check them out. So I hope you have an absolutely marvelous March of 2023 to all the signs of the zodiac out there, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.